Hello, family. Welcome. Thank you once again for joining. And of course, we'll never stop apologizing until we finally do the right thing. We're late again for a few minutes. Sorry, we apologize. And of course, let's move on together, guys. Let's see what we have today. ONPASSIVE does the muscle work and components. And of course, you and myself, we define and package it for or package them for our own success. So, what do you think, guys? Let's go to work. Let's know what you think in the chat. And of course, Anita and Collins are here to do it just the right way. Anita, welcome.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you for having me on again. I'm really looking forward to this evening. As Comfort and I have just said, this topic is huge, absolutely huge. So we've got plenty to say.
Woohoo! Let's see where we go from here. Hi, Collins. Welcome.
Hello, everyone. Hi, Anita. Hi, Comfort. Great to be here again for this wonderful topic. Again, it's a great topic, and I'm just glad to be here. And, I'm happy to see everyone here. Please kindly share, invite everyone, because this is really a good topic, which we want everyone to be involved, especially those who are watching the audience. Kindly invite everyone, please. Let them come on board. Thank you.
Of course, yes. Thank you guys for joining. Do well to bring everybody on board and kindly subscribe if you are new here. Click on the button because we do this every blessed day, and that's how we get excited as much as we discover many new things. That's how excited we get, and it's all fun, fun, fun. So, Anita, would you like to open this session, please? I'm just very excited.
Yeah. Okay. Where do we start with this, really? Okay. So look, packaging. As it says there, you've got to package what's been given to you for your own success. So Ash has provided absolutely everything. We've got the platform, we've got the products, we've got even templates, to promote those products with. And he's going to provide traffic as well. We've obviously got the excuse me, the support staff. So everything can be done from the point of the marketing, the sales, and the after sales care. So, some people are sitting thinking, well, what do I need to do? I don't need to do anything. But we said this last night. People still need to kind of sit down, like they're creating a recipe, really, and sit down and think like what you want to eat and what you want to put in it, how you want that to go. So you need to kind of look at your own personal circumstances, look at what you want. So, excuse me. So earlier, as I said to you, Comfort, some days I think, gosh, I feel like 21, I've got bags of energy, I want to go out everything full steam ahead, full time, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. And then other days I think, oh God, I feel like I want to retire and sit on a beach. So that said, you need to find a happy medium, something that's going to work for you and something that makes you happy. So I think really that's what we're that's the angle I'm coming from, is what makes somebody happy. What have they got, that they want to give? Whether they want to go at this in a very small way, or whether they want to go at it in a big full-time way. And, for me personally, I'll say more on this later, but I'm looking to be in contact with businesses, with business groups. So for me, I have changed my mind loads of times on my business name, and I will have to very quickly soon be sure what I want on that. But other people have said to me, "Oh, I don't really want to do that. I don't want to have to get a business name." And no, you don't need to. Because I know people that I'm going to help them produce a great leaflet. They're going to go out, they're going to put some leaflets through the door. Okay, they don't want to get involved with social media. I've said it before, put 1,000 leaflets through the door, 1% response, even bad leaflets can get a 1% response, you've got yourself 10 customers. Do it on a nice sunny day, you've gone out for a walk, it's not work. It's not hard. So if that's what somebody wants to do, they don't even need a name or a phone number on that leaflet. All they need is their QR code or the link, whichever they prefer. Just get them through the door. Just get eyeballs on a leaflet. So you've got from that level right the way up to what I want to do, and that would be communicating with businesses. And I'm sure that tonight we're going to be able to talk about the different things between the two that people could do.
Right. Wow. Thank you, Anita. That was another powerful opening from you as usual. So, Collins, let's hear. And of course, if you saw it well, our sister Gladys managed to join us, so she's sorting herself out. So, Collins, of course, I want to hear your own from your own angle, please.
Yes, so let's look at the topic. It says ONPASSIVE have done the muscle work and the component. That's the first thing. So it means ONPASSIVE have done the heavy lifting for us. So we know there are people who still sit back and say, it's all done for me. It's all done for us. That was the old principle when it was internet marketing solution. They said they'll do everything for you. But we should remember that as time goes on, things have changed. The company changed from internet marketing company to a full-blown IT company, a software development company, a global software development company. Now, when things change, we too must change. We can't be static while the company is dynamic. It's not right. So you either be static and you stay in the old way, or you are dynamic and move as the company moves. So we're talking about all done for you. It has not changed. Yes, you don't write the code. You don't do any employee, don't do any recruitment, nothing of that sort. We are not doing anything. Us is just to smile. While Mr. Mufara and the team, they go to work. So they do the hard work, they do the recruitment, they hire staffs, all those things. They go through pain, legality, and all of those stuff. We are not sweating on all of those things. The only thing they require from us, have you migrated from OES from O founders to OES? The company will not do that for you. There is a reason why they are asking you to migrate, because you need to create an OMA account. The company cannot create an OMA account. Remember, the company migrate all of us from Go founders to O founders because it was just simple way of migrating. Now we moved from the in-house place we are called O founders to the marketplace, let me call it marketplace, which is OES, where we are coming in contact now with the customer. It is your own choice now to leave your food in the kitchen or bring your food to meet the customer. Mr. Ashmufara and the company will not do that, because there are things that are choices for us to make, or you decide to stay where you are. As I said, we are not static. We are dynamic as the company is dynamic. Now, looking at that, the company will not force you to activate or purchase a product, because remember, you have a marketplace now called the OES. You have to stock your own shop. The company is still doing the heavy lifting, developing and releasing products every day. It is your own decision to take it and put it where the customer will see. It is your own decision to say, I want to get extra traffic or not. That is only click, plug and play. You don't have to carry anything on your head. Yours is to go and look at it, do it the way it is, And if you don't do all of these things, yesterday we said, if you cannot be successful on passive, you will never be successful anywhere, because they are doing everything for you. Yours is just to push a button. And you said, no, I'm tired. I don't want to push a button. And the only way you can push that button is only when you are engaged, to know how things are moving. You don't need to know everything. Just the little bit they are asking you to know and do. If you decide not to even take a look, some people, you need to turn their head to say, take a look, push their neck to take a look. They don't even want to turn, just to even look at it. So how do you want to be successful if you don't do this thing? Migrate. Just create a simple 5 minutes to create an OMail account to move your business from O founders, put it where the customer will see. So all of these things, they are simple things we have to do. It is really simple. Even my grandma can do this. So since I covered, I will leave it there. We have a lot to talk.
I think you and Anita came heavily loaded. Let me hear from my sister. Sister Gladys, I really appreciate you making it this evening. You are just a beautiful woman. Thank you, girl. Come on.
Thank you so much, Sister Comfort. Glad to see you, Brother Collins and Sister Anita. You have said it all, but I can only add or summarize one more thing. The fact that truly ONPASSIVE is a done deal, and it's done for us. but we cannot escape our own responsibilities. When you own a business, there is a level of responsibility that comes with it. You know, there are things that we can help ourselves by getting ready, but the heavy load still on passive is carrying that one. And as the heading of this graphic says, you know, on passive is designing the products. From digital marketing to now on passive technologies, brick and mortar, going viral around the world to different countries, different continents. We have the opportunity with the products that on passive is designing for us to decide how much leverage do we want from the company. It's not a one shoe fits all. The way this company is being built and the way the products are going to be presented to us from what the CEO has said. You have an option to choose to go with none and just be a user, if that's what works for you. You have an option to pick one and run with it. You have an option to pick as many as you want. It's limitless. It's how far do you want to go? How soon do you want to arrive there? And what's your passion? What's your dream? What do you want to do? So for me, I'm not worried because I know the heavy load is not mine. Thinking about how to design the product, I have nothing to do with that. Thinking about the security of the products themselves in the OES and within the company is none of my business. Thinking about the um, secure place where the information is going to be kept is none of my business. My business is to see what has OnPassive prepared for me, what is available to me, how much can I take? And actually, at this point, I'm not even worried about the products. I'm worried of my goals. What do I want to do in life? You know, because we have seen people who win lotteries overnight and they become broke within the same year, worse than they went in. So at this time, there are so many things that we can do on our end. So I'm just going to leave it at that, Sister Comfort. Back to you.
Oh, wow, wow. So you guys are you're just wonderful because I'm just amazed how much you are pouring out, So I've learned a lot already from this first round, and I think it's safe enough for us to say the show is over because you have just over delivered. Thank you so much, team. And what I've learned from the three of you put together is the fact that no matter how much success is presented to us, some people can still choose to fail. So whoever fails here is by choice, and you actually like, I really badly want to fail. You desperately need to fail because everything is there. It's just for you to lift your finger even from the comfort of your bed and do what you need to do, and that's it. Thank you so much. And let's still leave it open because I don't know what people have in mind. Something might have popped up, or you have another thing queuing up. Anita, you may want to go again, please.
Okay, well, look, let's first of all talk about where you've just said about fail. I mean, Ash has always said no one's going to fail in this business, unless, of course, they don't actually migrate to the OES system, and press the buttons they need to press. So this is the beauty of OnPassive, is it doesn't matter if somebody's 18 or 80, they can succeed. But they just need to be able to know what level they want to succeed at. I mean, look, it was amazing, and big congratulations to Red, for reaching 4 million views on his YouTube channel. Now, I mean, gosh, like he said, when he first started that, he had no idea it was going to be that big. Now, lots of people are saying, oh my God, I don't want to do that. I can't do that. You don't have to do that. Look at something you're good at. I know people, in my family and friends and whatever, that spend so much time, let's say, on Facebook. I'm on Facebook quite a bit actually, but I'm not on Instagram. I'm not on Twitter. I'm not actually on LinkedIn. Perhaps I should be. So there are things I can bring along in the future. but take the thing that you know and that you love. I mean, good God, I know people that spend hours on Facebook. They're not going to be doing anything different on there. You just got to find a way and ask, if you don't know, how can I make Facebook work for me with ONPASSIVE? Look at what they can do. It's not just about just posting stuff out. You create your own page, create your own group. You know, look at all the things that Facebook can do. You can boost your posts to get out to different people. There's a lot. I've become on these digital creators apparently a few weeks ago. I was shocked at how many followers I've got, to be honest with you. It's not even that many compared to some people, but you know, and now you can actually boost your own personal posts. So you know, I put something on, I thought, well, I'll boost that, you know, and just pay a few dollars just to see what happens. So you're all learning all the time. Just because we're on here and people call us leaders, you know, I'm still learning all the time. You know, I need to go and really learn more about LinkedIn and stuff because I love learning anyway. In other words, what we're saying really is take what you know you're good at and start there and see how it can be adapted to suit you with that. And I'll keep going back to it. And I know I keep saying about leaflets through doors. It's because it's the most easiest thing in the world for anybody to do is walk down the street and put something through a letterbox. Now then, if somebody says, okay, but you know, I know I can do that, but how do I get the leaflet? Come on, you know, we can all put a little idea of what we might like to look at on there, and then we just ask for help. And I'm sure, again, as time goes by, those kind of things are going to be there for us anyway. But you know, if they're not, we can all club together and you know, ask somebody for a bit of help and putting something together. But to do that, you need to know the facts, don't you? The things that you might want to put there that's going to draw people to look at it. You know, free products, you know, speech to text, all the bullet points. So that's why we're saying that, you know, you need to know what they are. No one's saying you have to be a great, you have to be that creative and be able to create a leaflet. Ask for help on that, but get in your head the kind of thing you'd love to see. If you had a leaflet through your door, what sort of thing would you love on there? You know, just get a little bit kind of involved and creative, really, is what my advice would be. And just put it to start with what you're good at, what you think you know, what you think you can adapt this business to suit your capabilities to start with.
I think that was just another big one, Anita, because I think I can relate to that. Sister Gladys, what do you think? Because if I get Anita well, you just want to do that or that thing, that particular thing that you are good at doing because you still have a place with that in ONPASSIVE. You don't want to be like Red before coming here. Red did not start up with 4 millions. And of course, congratulations to Red. That was a big one. I was like, yes, you know, that's how far we are going. That's how far, right? If you want to get there, start now. Because if you wait and think that you just sleep and maybe pray or something, and the next morning you are up there with 4 million views, no. So what are we encouraging people here, Sister Gladys, if you would like to add to what Anita has just said? Because some people are just discouraged. I can't do like that person. But it's not true. Anybody has a unique thing. So go from there, sis.
Thank you so much, Sister Comfort. You know, life is very, very beautiful, despite, you know, the ups and downs, all the things that we experience every day. But I think we should go down to the basics that each individual was created in a very unique way and designed for a specific purpose. If we take that deep in our hearts, that each individual is unique and there's no way I can be you, Sister Comfort. If I try to be you, I will become stressed. I will become sick because I cannot be you. I am me, I am Gladys. But I can bring to the table who I am, who I was created to be, who I was born to be, how, you know, who I am specifically. And we are ONPASSIVE is like a global puzzle. And each individual in ONPASSIVE is a piece which is unique, that cannot be the same as the other one. I may admire you, I may admire Brother Collins and appreciate what they bring. I may pick something in terms of knowledge from you, but I have to present the me. So if we all realize that we have something to bring and we can never be the other person, we will just relax. But I think at some point we overthink on passive. We think we are supposed, some of us think we are supposed to be one. Yes, we are one in love, in heart, but we all bring that richness, which is different from the other person, which is different from another culture, different from another religion, and we melt together. Our differences only make us stronger in who we are as ONPASSIVians. And because we come together as one, in like a melting pot, we are able to echo, When I hear Sister Comfort, when I hear Sister Anita, I feel like she is my sister. And we, as I said, I remember I mentioned yesterday, we are the ambassadors who Mr. Ash Mufare, who started this company with the passion to uplift humanity. We can each bring something unique to the table, and it's going to go viral because of our uniqueness. So thank you so much, Sister Comfort. Back to you.
Wow, what a wonderful contribution. Thank you guys. And thanks to I'm getting very, very great comments in the comment section. So guys, go ahead, like and share, invite someone. And if you are new here, go ahead and subscribe in the channels. Stay tuned. If you don't know what we're talking about, ask questions and somebody will definitely talk you through so that you get as excited as we are right now. So, Brother Collins, you've been listening to the ladies. I don't know if you want to pop in from another angle or you want to add to what they have said. It's all yours.
Yes, that Gladys and Anita, you guys have just like said about the uniqueness of individual. I remember our CEO, Mr. Ashmo Farah, said, I think it was on a webinar, he said, just imagine if all of us were the same. The world would be very, very boring. And that's the reason why we came out to be different. But until you identify yourself, your unique identity, that's the time you start to provide value. Because value comes with your unique identity. So, for instance, like we're celebrating red, red is unique. I cannot copy red because if I tried, I will collapse. Because that's what he enjoyed doing. If I just tried like Madi Digamo, forget it. So sometimes people try to push it too much. You push it, and when you push it, you are not comfortable because you always feel like, oh my God, what do I need to say now? Oh my God, what do I need to do now? I need to go and listen. But when you decide to be who you are, just be yourself, you will see the best out of you. You look at it, you say, no, this is my strength. This is what I can put, like Sister Gladys said, on the table. It makes you that person. And is the differences of all of the founders, and let me say global ambassador, brand ambassador, that is the beauty of ONPASSIVE, because we are all different from different area, but we're coming to put things, and it's just like we are under one umbrella doing things in a nice way. But when we look at what Mr. Ash Mofara have just done, we talk about the muscles. You can see from the recruitment process, they are not one, they are different. They can call them all engineers, but there are different engineers, because just imagine if you have only one programmer doing the same thing, we'll never have a perfect solution, because the person will do only what he knows. But now they have to bring people from different expertise, different knowledge, put them together to work in one umbrella. What happened? We have a beautiful OES. Some people will look at it and say, OES was built by one man. No, it was maybe built by 50 people. Simple component, put them together, and the system is running now. That is the uniqueness of, our human existence, that people can come with different ideas, put them together, and we can build ONPASSIVE. Now, as I come for, there are things that people always say, which I will come from different sides. We said, you cannot say there is nothing I can do in ONPASSIVE. ONPASSIVE is too massive for you to say, no, I can do something. I remember there are people who've called, they said, oh, I'm a lawyer, so what can I do? I said, look at your strength, look at ONPASSIVE. there are things that you can come and start to talk about legality, how people can, like good conduct. Since soon Mola will be coming, your behavior, people will be picking at you. What can you do to keep people safe? Because money can bring arrogance. You can come at that point, start to advise, and try to tell people to calm down when this, they say just a lot people can do. And that is the thing. But to some people just relax, say, no, there is nothing for me. When you start to think like there is nothing for me, that is when you start to fail. That's when failure will come. The moment you start to be scared and you lost hope, you see it, and because there are people saying, when is the money coming? When is the money coming? Those people, they've just refused to do anything. They've just blocked their ears. They don't want to see. And these are the things that even sometimes our CEO will look at it and say, my God, so you are not even seeing what I'm doing, trying to bring to humanity. You are only looking at what will come to you, your pocket, So there are a lot of things, because if I cannot do YouTube like Red, if I'm a good writer, I'll go to blog. If I cannot do blog, there is podcast. Today I was trying to talk to someone, which I will share with Mr. Comfort. I'm trying to get that person into podcast because the person is doing a lot of talk show. I said, how can I bring this person into podcast so the person can use it? And I called my uncle. My uncle said he will find the connection to give it to me. So this person can come, take a look at ONPASSIVE, put it on 1 million people, because it's just so inspirational. Then how it goes through WhatsApp. They share it to you, share it to me, you go and listen and say, no, this person can put this thing here. And you know what? It will help mankind. Not, the person want to do it. But we are looking for, so there is a lot people can do, Mr. Comfort. So I will leave it there.
It's just crazy, isn't it? Because like we said, it comes back to the uniqueness of all, right? And sometimes people are like, oh no, it's not meant for me. So who is it meant for? Earlier on, Graham said, your name is your brand. Yeah, Anita, I think earlier on too, when you started speaking, you mentioned about brand. I think some people don't want to brand themselves or solve. But then Graham says your name is your brand. Can you, maybe you help, let's just comment on this and see if it helps someone find something. We're just here to help, I think so.
Okay, so as I was saying earlier, I mean, you don't really need, like Graham's absolutely right. You don't need anything more than just your name.com or .ai, actually. I think we might all end up to be, but you don't really need, you look at a lot of businesses out there, and successful businesses where it literally is, joeblogs.com or yourname.com, okay, or whatever. So you can literally just, brand this under your own name. And I have said that to some of my users. Stop panicking about a business name. Just literally be you.com. That's it. If you don't want to be, you can sit down and think about what you want to be, something digital products or, surname digital products or whatever. Your surname digital product, just think of something like that. Is, if you're going to get a domain name and divert it to our links or our website we'll have here, if you're going to do any of that, you've got to make sure the domain name's there. So a lot of it, unless you're somebody like, Bob Smith, I mean, that's likely to have gone already, hasn't it? So, you have to add something to that. So I think really this is what people have got to stop worrying about, because everything can just be under your own individual name. If you're someone who, like I said, for me personally, I've joined a business group. I don't want to be under my own name, so I'm toying with a few at the moment. I better pick quite quickly, actually. But that's my personal choice to do that. No, but that's only for that reason. It's just purely so that I can present myself to them as that business name. But I could actually equally just call myself Anita Olsen. That's it. And I think that's where people have got to stop complicating it too much. Just be yourself. I mean, I've been posting now for nearly 5 years, as a lot of us have. I was one of the first in, and I've been posting. So it really wouldn't do me any harm at all to just be my name if I wanted to be. So that's, I think, really what people have got to stop panicking about. Stop panicking about they've got to have a business name. They're now panicking about tax and all sorts. Crikey, haven't even started earning yet. There's no point getting yourself in a stew over tax at this point in time. You know, in the UK, for a start off, people, you know, have about a year before you even have to start declaring that year's tax. You know, you've got time, in other words. It might not be quite a year actually, but just you've got time. Stop panicking. Just think, sit down and think to yourself, you know, I mean, if you're lucky enough to have a really nice, attractive name, I mean, everyone might like that name. I don't particularly like mine actually, but if you really do love your name, just use it. Stop worrying about business names and you know, whether you're going to need to get on the phone, whether you need to make videos, whether you're going to need to go into a school and present yourself. You can do those things if you're comfortable doing those things. If you're not, we've already said there's lots of simple things you can do. And really, like I've just said, if you're going to say pop a leaflet through the door, you don't even need a name or phone number on it.
Right. Wow. This is one of those powerful evenings. You guys all are just on fire. So, Sister Gladys, I think we're actually rounding up now. So, if you have something to add to what Anita has said, it's okay. If you want to come from any angle, but know that we're rounding up. So, just say everything you have in mind now.
Thank you so much. I think it's important that we reinforce on the fact of branding oneself. I remember Mr. Ash saying that he is branding us. And I want us to turn the tables for a moment. Think of the top 3 companies that you know right now, the biggest in the world. How many people do you know in those companies? Everybody is bowing to the top one man of the company. And as Ash said, he wants to change things so that people have an opportunity globally. So I know there was fear of using your own name as your business. I'm like, Nyaboro, who is going to care about Nyaboro? You know, I want a fancy name. But I thought about it. Mr. Ash is bringing the future internet now, future business being done, futuristic, but happening now. Could it be that he has done some research and he knows that in the next 10 years or 20, nobody is going to care about these names, the business names that we are crying for, that people are going to start branding themselves, branding their children, their great-grandchildren, so that the business runs with a family name. And I think I appreciate the fact that he is taking this action to start training us about self-branding to begin to understand. So I will also encourage people not to be worried so much. Of course, there is freedom. If you want to pick a business name and that's what you feel comfortable with, go for it. But if you want to start being branded so that when people hear about ONPASSIVE for generations to come, they can look back and remember, remember you as an individual, not even remembering the company. Let the company be remembered because of the legacy that it's going to leave behind. But who are these champions who are creating this legacy going down the generations? Mana's family, Comfort's family, all the names, so that we can get used to being branded. I think we are not used to it. That's why we are a little bit skeptical and a little bit scared. Thank you so much. I thank everyone who is here, so that I wind up and I give it back to you, to Sister Comfort.
I can only say, wow. So I'm excited to hear what Colin says as the last thing.
Yeah, I agree with Sister Gladys. You've just said it all. Or Mr. Ashvara want to brand us, and there is no need. A lot of founders, some of them call and ask, can they change their name? I say, you know what? I will not change anything, because I want my name to be written. Because people, Mr. Ash said, they will know you by your name. That's what he said. They will know your name. The world will know you. And how will they know you? They will know you by your name. Because Mr. Ashvara is building, lifting up all of us. He's going, he's taking all of us along with him. What will happen when people see ONPASSIVE, as Mr. Gladys said, they will want to see those who saw the vision and follow the dreams of Mr. Ashmufara. So regardless of your name will be branded because of the vision you follow. Not because of what you have done, but because of what ONPASSIVE have done through you, for you, not through you, for you. And because you saw the vision, you believe in this man so much. Do you know how many people will believe companies that will run behind you just to say something, to even hold a bottle of water and say they want you for an advert? That is exactly what Mr. Ashmufara is doing with all of us. Putting you at that top where people will start to look at you and say, my goodness, if this person can believe and has so much followers, it means we can use this person because the person is trustworthy. So everything from Mr. Ashmufara is coming down to us. And my last word will be, founders or those who have come in and registered from the ecosystem, plug in. You will never be disappointed if you start to take a closer look. Let us set our priority right. We have just 24 hours a day. You cannot say you don't have even 30 minutes a day to turn your eyes on ONPASSIVE. If you cannot do that, it means ONPASSIVE is not your priority. If you have 24 hours a day, if 30 minutes of your time is not in ONPASSIVE, it means ONPASSIVE is not your priority. That's what I want to say. Mr. Comfort, I'll leave it there. I heal my case.
Wow. This session will go on for the next 3 hours because I think you people meant business coming here this evening. It all started yesterday and you just connected and it's running so smoothly. Guys, we can't keep this to ourselves. We can't leave it here. This has to go viral because we are at least 1.4 million. I'm talking about we, the early birds. However, I think it's over 2 million now in the ecosystem. Let everybody lay hands on this and know that this is how much we are made of. Because what kills us sometimes, from my perspective, I'm a good example, is self-doubt. I don't think I can do it because that person does it best. And then I cringe, I stay where I am, and I'm not growing. Guys, the time is now. Let's share this. Let's make maximum use of this information. Let's know what our panel did. As far as I'm concerned, it was brilliant. It was excellent. So kindly subscribe if you can. We're running on many channels. The channel you're watching on, subscribe and click on the bell because we'll be right back. And of course, my sister Fumi and myself, we are doing a crazy one every day at 1 o'clock. This is like we're more open to people who are not yet inside, but then some are stopping by to have a look. Some don't just want to listen. We're giving them reason to listen because there's much room for anybody. So join us, keep an eye, subscribe, share. Thank you, guys. See you again soon. And thank you, team, for the wonderful job. Thank you.